Hey, what's going on? Well, back out on the water after, basically just a couple days after the last session here. And I was actually kind of rethinking about everything that was going on, and just wanted to get back out and see if I couldn't put the pieces together and dial this in a little bit more better for you all, and just see what I need to do in order to find these fish. So basically we're back in the same area as we were last time, but we're on the opposite side of the river fishing the inside, which is much slower, and we'll work our way from here. I may run back up just up here where I had turned the one in this area. I didn't land it, unfortunately, and actually we turned another one a little bit higher up in that section there, so that's where we found at least a couple fish. This section should have had more fish, but again, we were on the opposite side, a little bit faster current, and even though there's that really nice seam over there, conditions have changed though. Today, looking at the flow on the USGS site, a couple days ago it was 560, 550 when we were here, and today it has dropped about 40, 50 ECFS. It's 510, so that could contribute to a little bit change in productivity. Again, you're looking at just any of those elements, any of those parameters and factors that may influence how these fish respond. Temperature should be warmer today, so we'll see how that influences water temperature, fish behavior. But I mean, with the amount of aquatic insects and their activity last time, I just was like, we should have seen more fish. So we'll get after it today and see what we can't get going on. I'm all geared up and strapped up with camera equipment and everything. My trusty little fishing buddies over there playing with the leaves, Bovie. So you'll see her in a bit some point, but she's having a good time. Oh, Bovie, here she comes. Bovie, come here, say hi. Yeah, this little crazy river dog. Yep. So all right, well, let's get to it. So what do I got going on here is I actually switched back to, I'm not doing the micro leader. I'm back to my kind of standard all-purpose taper, 15-pound butt section, 15 feet to my tippet ring, and then running about 2.5 feet to my first knot here, and then my dropper 6-8 inches, red butt nymph on my dropper, and then a Portichingon peacock color on my point. So interesting situation a couple days ago, just couldn't find these fish in here. So with this rig, actually, I may, if I don't turn anything, just going straight Euro, I may go to a dry dropper or just basically go back and run that indicator. It's a little more wind today. Okay, so I changed up, went with a comp hare's ear and a 12, went big, went heavy because of this wind, and a little soft tackle, CDC, something I kind of been playing around with for a bit here. So I just try to battle this wind as much as I can. Alright, switch to a dry dropper. Using my tag off the tippet ring, my tippet 5X, running about 2 feet, 2.5 feet. Little quill body, size 18 down below. Last attempt for this spot, and then if anything, we're gonna go downriver, find some different water type, and see how those fish will react. You should be able to find something. Little suspension rig here. Hopefully, be nice. I know, Povey, where are the fish? All right, well, we moved to another spot. So actually drove quite a ways to a different area, about a 15-minute drive, and got into water that's much more broken up, heavier pockets, faster current, and we'll just see what that change of water type, how it affects how these fish respond to us. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so back to the Euro nymphing rig. I have 2 size 16s, a quill body nymph up top on the dropper, and a red butt nymph size 16 on the point. Both have 2 8mm beads. But yeah, we're just gonna work these little breaks and drops behind rocks, in front of the rocks, and just see what we can't find. All right, it's been tough so far. Let's see if we can't crack this egg. There we are. Yeah. Oh, that was on the red, but that was a nice brown. I wasn't even running my GoPro. There we are. That's a good brown. Woo! I let that cider fall in the water just a little bit further, and this guy came out. Let's see if I can get this fish to come upstream a little more. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, yes sir. That is awesome. That is a beautiful fish. What do you think? Huh? No? Thanks, fish. Yes. Well, change location, hit some different water type. Fish behave a little bit differently. With water being more turbulent, faster flow, these fish have less time to think about it. They got to eat. Those other fish up higher, perhaps it's just pressure as well. Definitely a lot more people are capable of accessing that water, and those fish were just a lot more selective, a lot tougher to get to convince to eat. So I'm not complaining now. This is awesome. So I had another brown on, definitely had another eat, missed that one, and this one was just that was a good one for sure. All right, let's keep working this. There we are. Come on back up here. He wants to run down. Just work him up. Oh, come here. Gotcha. Check him out. Yeah. Splash the camera, why don't you? You went swimming. You were good though. You swam pretty fast. We get a little break from the breeze. There we are. The guy was sitting right in front of that rock. That's a strong fish. Oh, nice. Oh, it just came unbuttoned. Not a monster, but yeah. Awesome. Thanks, bud. Definitely worth switching sections, finding a different water type, you know, finding some fish that are behaving a little more how we would like them to be. A little more aggressive on the feed, perhaps less pressure. It is a little tougher coming down in this area. Bigger boulders, more turbulence. Fish have less time to think about what it is they're putting in their mouth. So move, change flies, change rigs, change location on up and down the river. Different water type is going to affect these fish differently. So today's prime example of that. Let's keep working this water. There we are. Little guy. Hey, Bovius is like your size. This is the first small brown I've hooked in here in a while, which is good. Thank you, buddy. So I have a HDA fave and a 14 on the point, and that red butt on the dropper. I'm gonna go ahead and look at a cool body. I'm gonna put on the point. Actually, that second fish that I picked up was on the cool body, which was on the point that time, but I had moved it up, or I took it off and put the HDA fave on there just for some extra weight to get down in some of this more turbulent stuff. But just continue with these double 2/8 mil bead, size 16 nymphs. There we are. Looks like a bow. Yeah. Yeah, nice bow. Big up, chunky little bow. Yeah. Say hi. There we are. Woo! That is a good brown. And I already fished through that section. There we go. Fat brown. Holy cow. Yeah. Nice hold over. The other camera's dead, so just running the GoPro. Yeah. One last one for the road. Good bow. Fat cut bow. I was hoping to run into one of these. Yes. Yeah. Awesome. Heck yeah. All right, that wraps up the day on the water. My camera had died and I was never able to get an outro recorded for y'all, so I'm doing it here at the shop. So anyway, thanks for watching. That was, pretty interesting experience, one that I have gone through numerous times on that river, as well as a few other streams, in my local area, and I'm sure a lot of you have experienced those situations as well. Um, it's again, as I reiterate and stress in a lot of my videos, it's changing, it's adapting. If you just are able to look at what's going on, all the factors, your weather, your water flows, even hatch situation. Are there bugs coming off? Do you see, fish rising? What's the visibility of the water look like? That sort of thing. There's always factors and parameters that will affect how fish behave. But even at the same time, you look at our influence on the water. Is the pressure much greater in a certain area than another area? Change locations, that sort of thing. So, the second day, or on this day, I had run several rigs in the section that I started in, which was the section I had fished a couple days prior to that video, where I had only landed one fish, and I started out with a standard Euro rig, went to a dry dropper, went to an indicator, ran stone flies. I even swung wet flies, which I didn't include in the video, just to keep the timing better for you guys. It was a lot of factors, or a lot of rigs that I went through, and ultimately changing location proved to be the best adaptation, or the best modification to what I was doing. So reverted back to Euro nymphing and found fish. So that's pretty much it. Went with some of the standards: red butt nymph, body coil nymph, HDFA variant, and found fish on all three of those flies. So, flies used today: quill body, size 16. That one has a 3.3 mil bead on it. I was switching back and forth between 3.3 and the 2.8. And then the red butt nymph, same thing, 2.8 mil bead or 3.3. 3.0 would do just fine as well. Just switching up in different water types, velocity of water. And then the HDFA variant. Now this is basically kind of a newer mod to the existing pattern. But size 14 with a 3.3 mil bead. And again, just in varying waters. So the heavier bead in faster water, smaller bead in some of the slower pockets and shallower pockets and that sort of thing. So anyway, those were our bugs. All right, well, you know where to find me: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Hit the bell for the notifications, as well throw the thumbs up on there also. So again, appreciate all your viewership. And that wraps up another Out in the Water. All right, take care all. We'll catch you next time. Peace.